So this is a crash course for Latin American dancing technique. So the full course is going to be on my app, Dance with Oleg app. You can download it from App Store, Google Store, and here will be more compressed version of it. Crash course technique for Latin American dancing. So here we're going to talk about technical principles which we will apply almost to any Latin American dance. And idea is to look more beautiful and dance more efficiently. So number one, when we dance Latin American dancing, we know we have a lot of body actions, a lot of expressions through the body. But first, we want to take a look at our body. We have our feet, so this is level 1. We have our knees and legs, level 2. We have our hips, level 3. We have our body, level 4. And we have our arms, level 5. So we're going to look from down up. So when we dance, especially, we would like to go to competitions or do performances with your teachers for pro-am dancers, or if you're practicing by yourself, you're amateur professional dancer, you want to look good. So how to look good? So always start with level 1, it's your feet. So we're going to close our feet together, 6 position. So 2 feet parallel, it's a 6 position. Now we're going to slightly open them, heels together, toes apart. So this is a natural turnout. So we don't want to go too wide, Charlie Chaplin style, that's too much. Or we don't want to go in, because as you dance like this, it's not the most beautiful. So we practice how to achieve that natural turnout. So I recommend closing your feet, straight body, put your arms here and do for the 8 counts, open your toes, close, open, close, open, close, and open. So now we have a natural turnout. So this is already a very good indication for us. So whenever we're going to take our step, let's say in any dance, to the side, we want to maintain this natural turnout. If we would like to go forward, we would like to maintain our natural turnout. If we're from here, we're going backward, we want to maintain natural turnout. And even we dance social dances like salsa, we want to have our feet naturally turned out. Or we dance maybe something a little bit more competitive, more high level, like cha-cha, international style. We want to have our feet natural turnout. If we're doing American style, American rumba, anytime we trace our feet, we move our feet, we want to have a natural turnout. So it's a good exercise to do a few steps and see if you have natural turnout. So let's do basic rumba, which is the easiest. So we step to the side. You want to make sure we maintain natural turnout. Most of people, when they step side, you're already going to be this way, turned in. So you can look down, just make sure it's there. Now, as you want to move forward, you bring your leg in. It still stays in natural turnout, and you're going forward. So now back foot is also turned out still. So the back foot is not going this way. So it's still turned out. So it's 2 feet involved in our natural turnout. And from here, we can go side. We have a natural turnout. Then collect our feet. We're going back. So in dancing is not only what you do, it's also how you do it. And having a natural turnout in your feet, this will be number 1 layer. So let's try practicing our rumba walk, side. So we have a rocking action forward, replace back, and we have side. We have back, we have forward, we have side. So now we check, okay, we have a natural turnout. So then we can, let's say, do shoulder to shoulder step. So we have natural turnout, we replace. From here, natural turnout, we replace. Now we can dance our cha-cha-cha. So we do cha-cha-cha, maintaining our natural turnout. We step forward, replace, just paying attention to one little detail. It's, do we have natural turnout or not? So see, we check our cha-cha-cha, we can do time step, a little bit faster. And now we we already aware. Longer and more we practice like this, being aware of only just one little point, like a natural turnout, you can program it into your body and have it more automatic, so you don't have to think about it. And we can try a little bit samba whisk. See, we step into the whisk, make sure natural turnout, the foot not going this way, not this way. Now we have a Latin cross, we have a natural turnout. So we're practicing our samba, and we're not only practicing the step, we're practicing a new skill, having a natural turnout. We can do stationary samba walk, the same, so we have natural turnout. Or even we can do a bato fogo, having natural turnout, paying attention to our feet, and especially in those final positions, our feet are in natural turnout. Also, we can try swing or jive, basic walk. You see feet turned out, especially when you're doing triple step. Many people already have their foot lost. Now remember, if your foot is not in the right position, it breaks the whole look. So it affects the whole image and you're not gonna look good. Even you have the most beautiful posture, arm style, body actions, but the foot is turned in, it's immediately create big no. Because we want to look beautiful, we want to dance efficiently, we want to look beautiful. So this is what will teach us. Natural turnout is number one point for us. So we're practicing our triple steps in jive or swing. And we do it for a while. You can just try with me. And just only focus not on step. Of course, you must know this basic step that, okay, my feet are natural turnout. Also, I recommend you when in live, you talk to your friends, you're going to Starbucks, you stand, try to stand and be aware with your feet slightly turned out. So try to avoid these positions because this is so important and we want to practice it in life, not only on the dance floor, when you practice with your teacher or by yourself. So practice it in life, be aware how you stand. Let's say you stand, you talk to your friends, natural turnout. And it's gonna help a lot. Okay, so number one, we already got natural turnout and we tried a few dances. So natural turnout, 45 degree, not Charlie Chaplin, not parallel, not here. So slightly turned out, toes, heels together, toes apart. Now next one, if we would like to have a beautiful feet as we dance, we already have natural turnout. In order for us to maintain natural turnout, we have to introduce another principle of dancing as a brushing your feet to the floor or to have a connection with your feet to the floor. Now again, you don't want to press too much, but there is a slight connection, your foot touching the floor. That's why we have also dance shoes, and normally it has a leather, so you can really slide nicely. You don't have too slippery, of course, but it really helps. So I strongly recommend, of course, having a dance shoes, especially when you have a beautiful floor. You can practice, you can really trace your feet. So now let's say I am in a side step position and I would like to move my left foot towards my right and then maybe take a rocking step forward. So I have already natural turnout, but as I start moving, in order for my feet to look beautiful, not only at the final position, but during that journey, it could be fast, could be slow, could be medium speed, we would like to introduce a foot connection to the floor. So we maintain natural turnout, and with inside edge of my foot, as my foot moving, imagine I draw a line. So if you're doing rumba, there is a line towards my standing leg and then forward. So in this case, I will have my beautiful foot position not only at the very end of the step, but also during. Imagine like a pixels, like a little dot. So every dot, you will have a beautiful position, foot position. And feet are the most important because they will create the most beautiful picture for us. Okay, and we only talk in this video, this course, about technique. We're not talk about musicality, how to be musical. That's entirely different subject. I will explain in my next course and we'll connect them together. So we're learning right now how to connect our feet to the floor. So I'm tracing my foot towards my standing leg, and from this middle part, I have a connection to the floor, trace, 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 and then my foot lands ball heel. Now from here we replace. Now for example, you need to go to this direction. So again, instead of lifting our legs and then being in danger of landing in a bad position, we're gonna trace our feet on the floor. So imagine you're on the beach and there is a sand and you wanna create those lines. Again, don't overdo it. At the beginning, you can do a little bit more, but then you will find the right degree of foot pressure to the floor. But there is a definitely foot pressure. See, my foot is natural turnout, so I press, 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 and I send it to the side. So I'm like drawing a line. Now from here, I'm transferring weight, the same here. So foot is a natural turnout, and we're dragging it. So we're not lifting and placing it back. We're gonna trace it. And in this case, you already learned that it's gonna look much more beautiful if I wanna step back, is to bring your leg towards your standing leg and then from here, trace it back rather than just going back directly. So it's coming to the standing leg and we replace. Now from here in the back, basic, sometimes you have to slide foot, so you never wanna lift. You slide it, so you have a connection to the floor. So do a little bit faster, and I want you to see and imagine, and also of course try, how my feet touching the floor and moving from one position to another. You see, imagine this is position A, this will be position B. So from A to B, I draw those lines with my feet. So I have natural turnout and I have a foot connection to the floor. We can also call it brushing your feet to the floor. So there's a little bit sensation of gliding on the floor. Very much different from stepping like this up and over. And you notice when we walk normally on the street, you actually lift your leg and you land it on the heel. Because when we move, we want to move the most efficiently when we just walk. Now for dancing, you want to dance efficiently, but dancing is different from just walking. It's not the most efficient way to walk, but it's a more rumba walk, cha-cha walk, samba walk. So it's going to look more danceable, more beautiful, more sophisticated, more fluid, and more musical, of course. So tracing your feet, practicing in rumba. So quick and slow, and quick and slow. So, and I like to think as I practice only on one little detail or maybe two details. Don't overwhelm yourself. Right now we already have two details which are very connected. It's natural turnout and also feet being always connected to the floor. So we're connecting our feet to the floor all the time. And we can try cucarachas and rumba, quick and slow. See, now tracing your foot. Instead of just stepping up and over, my foot is in turnout and we use pressure to the floor. In this case, I can also, if I don't have a mirror, I can feel how I move, where my leg is, how my foot lands. Now we can practice exactly the same in cha-cha-cha. So go cha-cha-cha. So feet connected to the floor all the time. 2, rock step. 3, sliding feet. Cha-cha-cha. And sliding feet. 2, sliding feet. 3, and a cha-cha-cha. Even when we do very difficult, like a hip twist shasa, we're still gonna have our feet turned out and we're gonna slide them to the floor like from here. Cha. So instead of going this way. And that's also allow you to use your standing leg more. So I'll give you ideas later. Cha, cha, cha. So the feet are always connected to the floor. We can do rande, cha, cha, cha. Also, if you're practicing samba, we want to have a connection, feet connected to the floor all the time. And in this case, we land in a beautiful, natural turnout all the time, tracing our feet. So there should be a sound, slight sound of the foot, slight foot pressure to the floor. At the beginning, you're gonna exaggerate a little bit. That's okay. It's like you're driving a car. You're gonna hold the wheel too strong. But later on, you'll find the right degree of pressure, a foot connection to the floor. So we just practiced already two main principles. So number one was natural turnout in our feet. Anytime we step, we want to maintain that. And then we learn also as we move our feet, regardless of dance, our feet have a strong connection to the floor. Feet brushing to the floor, we're drawing lines on the floor. So feet are always connected to the floor with the inside edge, of course, that's important, with the inside edge. So two principles right now. Now the third principle, also related to the feet, it's a foot placement. How are we gonna place our feet as we step? So I'll demonstrate again on the rumble walk, which is very important and very easy to understand. Now, for example, if I want to move forward, very often people step and they step into overcross. Some people have this mistake. They step and there is a big hole between their legs. Now, what is the principle? How to step, where to step? So the idea is your heel and toe should always be on the same line. What does it mean? This is my standing leg and my foot is turned out and my toe right now has a certain degree of openness. Now, if I draw a straight line here, that will be ideal for my other foot to land. So if I place my foot right here, now you see my legs not too overcrossed, not too open. So they're more or less in one line. But if I switch them without turnout, you see there is like a two famous, that's what most teachers teach, parallel tracks. So you don't want to dance like that. If your feet are turned out, it's actually heel and toe will always be on the same line. So that's the best way to learn it. In this case, no matter how many steps you take, your feet will always look good. Now, if you step to the side, depends on degree, your heels are in one line, toes in one line. But this mainly required for forward and back movements. So heel and toe on the same line. So let's practice it in our rumba. So we have a natural turnout. We have already connection feet to the floor. And now we know how to place that foot. So we're placing heel and toe. Now, when you learn, of course, you can look in the mirror, see how you place, or you can look down just to check, to get used to that skill. Where is my foot is going? Now I can do forward and back rumba walk. See, now this is my standing leg, so my heel will now decide the angle of my heel where I place my foot. You see, heel and toe on the same line right here. So if I do not follow this principle, my legs will be open or too much overcrossed. So I can take a step back. So I have natural turnout. My feet are connected to the floor. And also I learned that I place where I place my foot. Heel and toes, more or less on the same line. And you see my feet and legs and body become much more organized by just doing those three principles. Now, if we're doing cha-cha-cha, if we're doing regular walks in cha-cha, it's of course the same. But when we're doing lock step, is called Latin cross step, that's going to be different. Here we on purpose want to cross our legs. But then when we exit, you see, I'm exiting heel and toe on the same line. So let me demonstrate again. So we do cha-cha lock step. So the first step, heel and toe on the same line. Beautiful rumba walk, cha-cha walk, cha-cha lock step. But you see now my toes on this line. So on the exit, you want to reposition your feet. So if you do again, cha, cha, cha. So now you also learn that cha-cha lock step has a little bit diagonal shift just because of that important feet position, because we don't want to stay like this in that cross. So heel and toes are always on the same line. The same if you're practicing your samba cruzado walk, you step, now you check where your free foot lands. And it has to land heel and toe on the same line. If you're doing basic of samba, the same, especially for the backward. And remember, for the backward, you see if I stay in this position, my heel will decide where my toes will land. My heel decide where my toes will land. So we already covered three main feet principles. So we have a natural turnout. So we do any step and we have that natural turnout. Then we practice also foot connection to the floor. So our feet connected to the floor all the time. And also we learn about foot placement. So if we would like to go forward or back, we know that we're gonna place our foot, heel, and toe on the same line. So we don't get over crossed legs or open legs. So 3 main principles. So number 4 principle about level 1, about your feet, it's a rolling of the feet, rolling of the foot. So when you step back, for example, you can see clearly that your foot is gonna be rolling from toes to ball to the heel. So your feet have constant, like a cat, rolling sensation. So this will be good exercise to feel it. You just stay like this on your ball of the feet and roll slightly to your heel, then roll up and roll ball, heel. So foot rolling. Again, depends on the music. It depends how fast, how slow, how much you can absorb. So in samba, you have a little bit more this absorption, that rolling from the foot. And rolling applies for standing leg and a free leg at the same time. Because let's say if you do it in rumba walk, there is a little bit from the toe to ball heel, there's a little bit absorption here happening. But same time, that back foot, this back foot is rolling from heel to the ball of the foot, slightly turning into inside edge of the toe. So that rolling is constantly happening. Now, if you step back, you see, I have foot go from toe to the ball to the heel, and look at my front foot is peeling from the heel to ball to toe. And when it's on the toe, that's the moment when you're gonna take off. So foot rolling for the feet is very, very essential. So those are 4 points gonna be happening with your feet. Now, we're going to level 2 about your knees and legs. So for the knee and legs, we wanna learn that our knee can bend and can straight. So straightening and bending. So when you straighten your knee, I recommend you to stand in this position. I call it triangle. You wanna stretch and achieve maximum bending of the knee. Only with the maximum bending, you can have a nice straightening. So we bend leg, especially for international Latin style. We bend leg and we have straightening leg. Now, as you do that, remember our feet turned out, and our feet, as we straight our knee, they still slide, they connected to the floor through the pressure. So bending and straightening the knees. So most of people, they only focus on straightening, but they forgot to bend. So bending is equally important. So go to a neutral position, create as much as possible bending, and you see your knee is controlling your foot, almost like your knee pulling your foot forward, and now by sending your knee back, by straightening, it shoots the foot out like you step into the sleeper. And that create that nice click, nice rhythm, and that's how you're gonna have incredible musicality. So you wanna show rhythm of the music through your body. And those strong beats is gonna be your foot placements, which come from actually knee placement. So you bend and you straight. So I recommend this exercise. You stay sideways like this, stretch, and almost like you clap yourself. Bend, straight. So knees are bending, straightening. Bend, straight. Do exactly the same on the other leg. Bend, straight. Bend, straight. Bend, straight. Bend, straight. Next exercise, I recommend you just focus on your feet, beautiful feet positions and actions and knees, and just do rumba walk only based on bending and straightening. So I will do like 3 walks, for example. Doesn't matter action for now, posture, just we're gonna focus on the feet and knees. So knee bends, so somewhere here in the neutral, then you straight. Bend, straight, bend, straight, bend, straight, bend, straight. Now we're gonna go backward. We focus on the knee bending as we're going backward, and you notice as you bend your knee, it should feel like it goes up, and that elevates that foot. And now our knee straightening, sending this leg back. So knee bending, straight, bend, straight, bend, straight, bend, straight, bend, straight, bend, straight. So only experience, it seems to be very obvious, but it's not. If you just do a few walks and only focus on your knee being bent and straight, is going to give you a lot of understanding of your personal, how to use your legs. And it's your personal experience. I can give you only guidance. You have to experience on yourself. How to do it? You take your attention, let's say, only to your knees. Of course, with the beautiful feet, because we already trained them. And as you walk, only focus. Now my two knees straight. Now you have one knee bent, one knee straight. Now one knee bends even more, boom, straight. And you just absorb, okay, this is my leg straight, one knee bend, boom. And absorb that moment when you straighten your knee. Bending and straightening of your knees. Now if we take a look at the Rumba basic, we have a lot of nice combination of steps. So you see, one knee bent, one knee straight. Now there is a knee straightening, which placing your foot on count 4. So knee placing your foot, remember that. So don't try to chase it with your foot. Your feet just has to be beautiful, they don't have to be fast. They will be fast because of the knee action, just the knee action. So it's gonna be 4. So you see now we have 2 legs straight. 1, and you see now we have knee bending. 2, we straight, and you have knee softening. 3, and 4. Now knees are important to create that musicality, the drum feel. Because if you do not use nice straightening and bending of the knee, you may look a little bit too much continuous, too much flowy. We want to be rhythmical, because Latin American dance is all about the rhythm. So that staccato, this drummy rhythm, will come from correct straightening the knees. And your knees, guess what, will place your feet. And once that happens, then you'll have a room to dance your body in between, okay? So let's focus on the knee straightening when the knee bends and straight. So we have and 4. So you see on count, and our knee bends, traveling 4 with the beautiful foot. And 1, now knee bending, and 2. Replace 3, and 4. Now for this back basic here, 2, we're gonna keep 2 knees straight. We're just gonna slide 3 and forward. So as you notice, not always your knee gonna be bent as you move. So you see here, as I step back, I bend my knee straight, but here I don't need to bend again. I could do it, but I think it's much more beautiful. Just have 2 knees straight, and just land there and show rhythm in your body. But the most traditional, the most common is going to be your knee, by straightening, will place your foot, and you will dance your body action on top of that foot. Let's try again in Rumba. So we straight our knee 4, 1, and straight our knee 2, release straight your knee 3, and 4, 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, 1, and 2, and 3, and 4. You see, when I count my numbers, now you can read in my body, because I start doing very precise knee straightening. So the same will be for cha-cha-cha. So if you dance cha-cha-cha, we bend knee, go back 2, release knee 3. Now I have here cha-cha. So this is a soft knee. 1, 1. So the fast knee straightening, placing that foot. 1. And bending knee straightening 2, replace 3. Now again here, cha, cha, 1, and 2, knee bends and straight, 3, and cha, cha, 1, and 2, and 3, cha, cha, 1. Now, there is a great exercise if you can just close your feet and use your knees to send them back, just to feel the straightening. Keeping heels down, all you do, you just bend one knee and then send it back. Like if my hand would be here, you'll do a little clapping. Send your leg. 2, 3, cha, cha, cha. 2, 3, cha, cha, cha. Or for rumba, 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. So that's the great exercise to get familiar with your knees. I recommend to do it on the flat feet. Now relaxing your muscles. Now when you straight, your muscles should jiggle a little bit. Jiggleish. 2, 3, cha, cha, cha. 2, 3, cha, cha, cha. So this is a great exercise. You can do it for a long time, but it's not exactly how it's going to happen in life, because when you dance, there is a certain body weight gonna be as you straighten your knee and you step. So of course, try this exercise in place and then try already with the steps. So first do rumba with your 4-1, with your 2, 3, 4-1, and then cha-cha. So you have cha-cha 2, 3, cha-cha. You see on the cha-cha here, the knee has a little bit different quality. You don't have to bend straight too much, so they're kind of in between. But on the exit, you want to have a nice straightening, nice rhythm. 2, 3, cha, cha, 1, 2, 3, cha, cha, 1, and 2, 3, cha, cha, 1. Now, if we, for example, take a look at samba, you will see in samba the main action, bouncing action, already gonna be in your So we're talking about samba, for example. You see the bending and straightening in your knees, it's already main action of the samba as a bounce action. So here it's very important to understand that your knee in samba gonna go bend straight, kind of like in between that, of course, with the body action, pelvis and your tummy, so forth, but we're only focusing on the knees. But now when you take a step, you wanna learn that moment when your knee getting straight. So you observe with your, like detective, when my knee is bent, when we straight. So I will show you a few, because here it's a general course about general technique, everything. I will go deeply on each dance, of course. Now in samba, for example, you see if I bend my knee. Now as my knee getting straight, you see my leg travels with the bend knee, then shoots as a straight. So when I get here, it's straight, and then I'm getting into the bent knee. That's a main principle of samba. And from here, see, I'm straightening my knees. 2 knees straight is going behind, 2 knees straight, and then 2 knee bend. So this is very important to understand when you bend, when you straight. So I'm bend, straight, bend. Keep this one straight. So just observing when you straight and when you bend. So easy way to understand it is imagine like a pictures, the final picture. Let's say I start here, then I straight, then you go to this picture, then you go to this picture, then you go to this picture, to this with the 2 knee straight, to 2 knee bend. And now you try to blend them together. Of course, it's going to be blending, but still it's important to notice when the knee bend and when you straightening your knee. And that straightening, most of the time on the free leg, gonna have a little click, a little bit speed. Especially for samba, I like to do it on the count ah, ah, and then we go down into bend knee 1, ah, 2, knee straight, ah, 1, and ah, 2, ah. So that ah is very characteristic for samba. You can notice it here as well. See my knee bend and straight. That's how I'm doing my rhythm bounce. So you can see that's already knee action here. Now as I straight this leg, I send this leg out, 1, and now on I see this knee bend, almost is like from the knee, is getting like a bullet, getting shot to the side, and then I getting soft into this knee. So go 1 and 2, Even here, you see I'm using the bending of the knee and straight to send this leg, to send my foot faster in my direction. So what I want you to understand that your knees are placing or controlling your feet. The same if you do jive, you see, by bending my knee, it controls my foot. By bending my knee, controls my foot, and see, by straightening, help me also to change weight. So the knee bending is very essential. So the next principle and the final principle for today, for this part 1 of this course, is going to be brushing of your inner thighs. So this is your inner thighs. We want to brush them. What does it mean? Remember, we learned about our feet turn out, having pressure to the floor, and also correct foot placement. So in order for us not to look down and see where we place our foot, anytime one leg passing another leg, we're gonna brush starting from upper thighs here into inner part of the knees, ankles, calf muscles, ankles, and then only we step, especially for females, because you're dancing in the beautiful skirts, beautiful dresses. So you brush, 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 and then you take a step back. Brushing, then you take a step back. If you not brush, very often will happen a big opening here, which is not recommended. And also, brushing, it's the only way for you to feel your leg. Let's say if I don't have mirror in front of me and I'm stepping, there is no way for me to feel my legs. But as I'm doing my action and as I brush them, I can start now tracing this moment in between when I place my foot. So you brush and then you step. Brush. It seems such a little detail, but this creates a lot of beauty and sophistication for any dance. So if you dance rumba, let's say you do rumba walks, so you brush and place your feet, brush, brush. We can do rumba walk backwards, you see? So now on the backward, your brushing starts with ankles, calf muscles, then upper side. So it's gonna be reverse, of course. So we're brushing here. Now if you're doing cha-cha-cha, see, we brush. So having that, if you have a pants, you have this sound. You brush, cha. Cha, you see, when you do Latin cross, cha. You step forward with the brush, always brushing your feet. Even you do jive or swing, you see, you have the sense of brushing. So you don't want to just step, take this huge steps with the open legs. You want to look sophisticated and beautiful. So I'm brushing here to replace, have a sense of brush, even when I'm doing my triple steps. And even you just standing in the side position when the legs open, you want to have sensation like these legs coming to each other, almost like you're squeezing, slightly squeezing ball between them. You don't want to have this open leg position. So in rumba, you see, I brush, I step back, brush, brush, brush. And maybe the last point for this course, it's your body actions. The most important is your body actions. So you practice your legs and feet. You want to make them automatic, but you want to dance with them. That you want to already have them as you dance. Now, the most enjoyment you're going to feel if you dance to the music using your body. And our main action on our body is called Cuban motion. So it is your shoulder connecting to the hip. Like imagine you pulling down something like this. Old bosses make a sound, 2-2. So you're pressing down. So you're connecting your shoulder to hip, and then you have a little bit rotation. So that melting from high position, muscular, into bone, that's what you're gonna look for. That's create this in-between magic. So Cuban motion, shoulder to hip, and it happens always on count and starting from your shoulder to the hip to the heel, that's where all the action starts, and the opposite and the foot start being activated from the standing leg. And if you use Cuban motion, this melting technique, you will automatically start working, dancing more your standing side, and that will control your free side. With, of course, feet and leg actions we already practice. So on count and, we're gonna squeeze shoulder to hip with rotation, and then we take a step. Now from here, we land on the step, and we change direction, and we're going to the other. 4-1, and 2, and 3, and forward. So dancing almost like you're dancing with your back and controlling it from your upper body actions. So this is how you control all these secrets for the legs, which hopefully already become automatic if you practice enough. The same, let's say you dance samba, you see? You're squeezing to control your legs. And for body actions is very important. Of course, you learn your legs. This not to dance with your legs. You want to place, position your legs pretty. You want to dance with your body and also always use the opposite side of the body to control a free or moving leg. So for example, if my right leg wants to go forward, I will very much use my opposite side as I squeeze, rotate, maybe stretch diagonal to place this leg. So the last thing you want to do, just step there. Even you know how to do very beautiful steps, using opposite side will always make your dancing much more interesting, more fluid, more musical. The same, of course, in cha-cha-cha. So you see, for this leg to go back, I'm using this side, squeezing, rotating, one, placing, like using my this side, changing. Now I will use this side to rotate. I don't want to get this leg by itself here. I will use my squeezing rotation, and that brings this leg. Now I want my back leg bring together, bring here. So this is body actions. So I will create a new course just only on body actions, more in details, but this is very, very good introduction. So remember to sign up for my app. Dance with Oleg app is an app store for iPhone, so Android in the Google Play Store. Learn a lot of cool techniques, secrets, and just enjoy your dancing.